1735, André Roche, the European mountaineer and sportsman, pronounced Aspen to be the early devotees of skiing began driving to Aspen to try their new sport on the snow slopes above town. A new era was underway. A new era whose great promise only began to be fulfilled after the war. And among the first to take up the sport, the young people of Aspen. And new houses were built. Yes, new houses like this one by Lenny Woods and Andy Ransom, both from the famed 10th Mountain Division. Hi, Lenny. Yes, energetic and gifted people came to Aspen to work, to ski, to help fashion a new and pleasant way of life. The revival of Aspen, in the original traditions of architecture, as an unusual place for their citizens to build a new and useful life, to enjoy the friendship of busy neighbors. Yes, the revival of Aspen as both a winter sports center and a working community. All this owes itself to the determined townspeople who would not say die, and to Walter Pepke, the Chicago industrialist, and a nucleus of ardent skiers, most of them from the 10th Mountain Division. The Aspenites were eager to develop their town. Pepke and friends from all over the United States had the resources and the vision to help make that dream come true. So here the old Hotel Jerome was leased and completely redecorated. Modern conveniences installed throughout. Many of those proud old homes you saw were bought and refitted as unique guest houses. The planning committee included a noted artist and designer, Herbert Bayer, and the charming architecture of Aspen's early days was retained throughout at the advice of Walter Frazier, well-known Chicago architect. Meantime, up in the mountain, engineers constructed the world's highest, fastest, and longest chairlift to serve a great new net of ski trails. Again serving an active community, the old post office and the courthouse. The Wheeler Opera House has resounded with the songs of minstrels rich and with varied concerts of fine music. New stores and shops came into being, side by side with old-timer Mike Magnifico. One of the new trails is named for him. Yes, just about everything has been thought of. Walter Pepke shows how we shovel snow in Aspen. And Gary Cooper, a frequent visitor here, demonstrates the California technique. Located centrally in the heart of America, Aspen is easily reached by train. Now here is one of the lovely rooms at the Hotel Jerome. The old Victorian flavor has been kept, but it's up to date as today. And for the entire family, one of the guest cottages. This is the Gibson Girl. Here you have independence and privacy, a home with complete utilities and comforts. Another guest cottage is the Scott Park. Chief among Aspen's accomplishments has been the founding of one of the world's great ski schools. Every morning through the winter, the bell summons skiers to the school meeting place. Here they're assigned to their instructors before going up on the practice hills. The success of the school's teaching methods has been amply borne out in the amazing progress made by learners 6 to 60. You'll learn to have fun aboard the Hickory Slats in the first days of your lesson. The director of the school, Friedl Pfeifer. Co-director, the great Swiss instructor, Fred Iselin. Fred's charming wife, Ellie. Dick Wright, another member of the staff. And Klaus Obermeyer from Bavaria. V. Gates. Peter Seibert from New England. What's behind those glasses, Pete? Thank you. The smiling Czechoslovakian, Karl Stinkel. Now the instructors take their classes through the snowy streets of the village, walking to the foot of the lifts nearby. Then it's a comfortable ride up to the easy open slopes for morning ski classes. For beginners and intermediate pupils, the Little Nell with its T-bar lift is ideal. And of course, ski classes for children are given a special attention. Careful supervision governs all ski teaching here, and in Aspen, tots of 5 and 6 are eager to learn. You just kind of slide the T-bar under your, well, you just lean back and up you go. On the gentle slopes of the Little Nell, as elsewhere, no climbing up is required. Every one of the many runs and courses are served by ski lifts for your greater pleasure. Skilled attendants show you the proper way of boarding lift, and up you go. Disembarking easily here at the summit, these girls will ski down the open rolling slopes, about 4 city blocks long. Further down, school director Friedl Pfeifer demonstrates the stem turn to his class of beginners. After explaining the maneuver, Friedl executes it for them. Down and around, slow and easy. A comparative newcomer to skiing, this girl's doing pretty well. Pupils have started out on the flat to get the feel of their skis. Only attempt turns in the gentle hills when their teachers feel they're ready for more difficult maneuvers. Tirelessly patient, trained to lead the beginner from his first faltering steps to the advanced swings, the teachers of the Aspen Ski School have won many friends, turned out thousands of capable skiers. Now, one of the common beliefs today is that people have to be young athletes to learn skiing. Ski masters Pfeifer and Iselin are disproving this fallacy with every day's classes. They found that the kids learn best by plenty of practice. These youngsters aren't waiting for anybody. So let's follow them on down. They're doing the snowplow, one of skiing's basic lessons. Don't leave your children at home when you come to Aspen. Let them in the fun, too. There's winter fun for one and all, whether you ski or not. And once you see how easy it is, well, maybe we think perhaps you and your children want to enroll in our ski classes and get into the ski swing the Aspen way. For the more advanced classes, the bigger hills are reached on the world-famous chairlift, just a few minutes' walk from the center of Aspen. Since it was first installed in 1946, thousands of persons have experienced the thrill of riding the big lift. Warm and snug in a snowproof robe, this young lady can suntan on the way up. The riders going up look over at the skiers heading in for another trip. And here's a lift rider's view over the houses at the fringe of town, looking down at the chimney tops and roofs, a stork's eye view. Up over the lower reaches of Rocheron, across the old mining works. You need not be a skier to enjoy the thrill of a chairlift ride, or you can make the return trip down in equal comfort and security. Fabulous Bell Mountain there. For wide open ski running, it's unrivaled. The complete half-hour trip takes you from the village at an altitude of 7,900 feet to the crest of Aspen Mountain, a full 3,300 vertical feet higher, truly an island in the skies. Top of the first section, here you may rest in the warming house, tighten your ski bindings and push off down mountain. Or slide on over to the second section a few feet away and ride clear onto the top. So it's on to the summit of the mountain, 11,300 feet above sea level. During mining days, cable conveyors brought silver down from these hills. Now our modern chairlift transports hundreds of skiers and sightseers every day, summer and winter, to hitherto unopened terrains. Come to the top with us. Off to the left, the magnificent slopes of the upper Ajax Basin. And below, mile upon mile of downhill ski trails converging out the village. And here at the topmost terminal is a skier arriving, anxious to begin one of those exciting runs down, rested and refreshed after her ride up. While this lady came up just to see the view. The attendant helps her out, and she joins a friend to walk on up to the sun deck. Provisions have been made here on a mountaintop for those who want to rest, admire the views, or take a cup of coffee and a bite before touring down. A circular building of unique design, the sun deck is the creation of Herbert Bayer. It's a house of windows, of sunshine, of comradeship, and of good times. From the outside veranda, taking our coffee and our sunbath too, we look out at a sea of mighty mountains, the rooftops of the nation. Here's our cameraman and director, Dick Durrance. Dick is vice president and general manager of the Aspen Skiing Corporation. Say, where are the ski trails, Dick? Thanks. Yes, trails are clearly marked. Ski crossroads of Aspen Mountain. And every foot of every trail is expertly maintained and policed by the skilled mountain men of the Ski Patrol. Another job done, and down they go. Also, a telephone network connects strategic vantage points along the Aspen ski trail system. Here, a patrolman puts in a call to his teammate down mountain. By this means, the ski patrol can keep constant vigilance throughout the more than 20 miles of main course, and their mission to make your winter sports adventure safe and complete. Well, we're topside again. Let's watch as ski instructor Peter Seibert leads his class of advanced pupils down through the fields of deep, sparkling snow. Aspen's lofty altitude and dry climate make for November through May skiing. The white magic of ice and snow, the long hissing turns. An Aspen ski school class having fun while they're learning. Yes, fun in the fresh falls of snow off the beaten paths. Here in Turtlewood Park, where they mine the silver. Warm sun in the skies overhead, the supreme delight of hickory skis swooshing through the snow crystals. In large part, these wonderful open slopes are responsible for making of Aspen a ski mecca unmatched anywhere in America. And just because you're a beginner doesn't mean you can't take your daily lessons at the top of the mountain, near the sun deck. Fred Iselin leads a class of novices. Yes, walking on skis comes first. Then Fred places his class, spreading them out for plenty of ski room. And he demonstrates one of skiing's elementary exercises, the kick turn. By this simple means, the skier reverses his direction. Looks easy. All right. Now one of the pupils has a try at it. Up with that ski, around and down. Lift the other ski up and bring it around. Oh, it's a cinch. But it isn't all work. Time out for lunch at the sun deck. Gets plate like this and prepares to lunch in the open porches overlooking the valleys far below. After lunch, a nap. The warm winter sun beating down, and all around as far as you can see, the mighty snow-capped ranges of the Colorado Rockies. Some take it easy, others ready their skis for one of Aspen's famous standard races. Special courses have been laid out so that Aspen guests may test their proficiency, and only guests are eligible to take part in the race for the coveted gold Aspen leaf emblems. And he's off. Now the young lady makes ready for her turn. There are courses of varying difficulty so that all may participate. Let's jump aboard a pair of skis and follow the racer down Bell Mountain Saddle Trail, part of the standard course for guests. Here's a skier's view of one of the many snow highways that await you. In the summer of 1948, a great 600-foot wide new trail, Ruthie's Run, was cut down the face of Aspen Mountain. And here's a standard racer through the finish. It's June and January, time for a siesta. Some really beautiful scenery up there in the sunroof of the Hotel Jerome. Sunbathers are protected from occasional breezes by windscreens, requiring a timberline tan in midwinter. Even Ellie Iselin's bingo says it's a dog's life. And as the late afternoon shadows lengthen on village streets below, visitors begin flocking down after a day of ski fun. Hours of hard play in the open make for husky appetites. Swiss chefs in the Hotel Jerome are masters of cookery. Menus are created to satisfy every taste. In the afternoon, there's tea dancing in the Blue Lounge of the Hotel Jerome. But in the evenings, Aspenites and visitors get together for a skål. Next morning, another sparkling sunny day to be out of doors. Now these folks are up early, heading for the Hotel Jerome and their day's activities. One of the most popular are the dog team tours. Some of the world's most famous sled dogs are trained right here by Stuart Mace. Trips to the old ghost town of Ashcroft are fun. Arriving at Ashcroft with the Montezuma Basin in the background, wonderful for late-season ski tours. The chairlift facilities enable you to take a grandstand seat at any famous tournaments held here. Olympic skier Gordy Wren of Colorado gets away. America's ski aces name Aspen as their favorite training and racing terrain. These pictures taken during the North American Championships, the most important ski event of the year. And watching these exciting tests is America's newest, its most fascinating spectator sport. Visit Aspen during one of the big meets. Actually see these mile-a-minute racers zoom down the courses. Of Salt Lake City and Olympic Games fame, Jack Reddish, winner of the growling event. Peter Seibert pouring on the steam with a hop, a skip, and a jump. Yes, down at a dizzy pace, shooting over the dips and bumps come the ski racers. Another unique attraction is the running of the dual slalom. Two separate but identical courses side by side. Two racers sliding through the slalom gates together. Inaugurated by Friedl Pfeifer, this is the first dual slalom ever held in the United States. But ski racing at Aspen is not for adults only. One of the best events every season, the Easter egg race for children. Our two small friends here have been waiting all year for this one. First Dickie, and then Davy just kind of taking his time. Well, by gosh, we've got a strong field assembled here today. Sons and daughters of Aspenites and children of guests from all over America. Say, what are your chances in the race? Oh, pretty good, huh? And Freckles is all set to open the big event. A basket for each youngster. They ski from station to station, collecting an egg at each and try to bring them through the finish line unbroken. Okay, the starter, Fred Iselin, is ready, and so is Freckles up there, so let's begin. Oops, don't ski on that egg. He's doing fine. You see, skiing and snow sport play a happy and healthful part in the lives of the children at Aspen. But wait a minute, here's Dickie again. Going fine. Uh-oh, three-point landing. But he's up and off again, good as new. Brother Davy, age 2, says, I saw him doing that sitz mark, and I'm going to beat his time. Fred and Mrs. Gary Cooper watched the fun. Mrs. Cooper anxious to see how her daughter Maria came out. Yep, and real Coop with the one up. A kiss from Fred and a big smile for the camera. But say, where's your daddy? Oh, he's sitting down here letting out a couple of owls. Ouch. But tops in thrills. Let's watch ski school directors Friedl, Pfeifer, and Fred Iselin doing some high-speed stuff on Aspen snow hills. Out into the open, Friedl and Fred swing down the tremendous slopes of Bell Mountain. Effortless grace, imprinting a chain of tracks down through the powder snow. Aspen, where a carefully planned all-around schedule of activities await your coming. Ice skating at the Four Seasons Club, tourism trips by dog team and horse-drawn sleigh, music and movies, the sun deck and square dancing. All these and more spell Aspen. Through the genius and vision of the men and women who work to revive this winter playground, through the faith and courage of the townspeople who never gave up, Aspen lives again. Remember that in the Victorian era of the mining boom, the pioneers made their fortunes from silver dug out of the ground. And during the years of neglect, only a very few realized what we all now know. We know that there's the magic of silver on top of the ground, the silver of bright snow crystals waiting for the track of ski and sleigh. Come ski down the fabulous runs of Aspen Mountain, the Silver Queen, Magnifico, Gentleman's Ridge, Roche Run, Turtleot Park, the Little Annie, Ruthie's Run, Bell Mountain, and many, many more. These and a host of other exciting things are in store for you at Aspen. Hey, Fred and Friedl, don't you fellas ever get tired? Hey, come back here. Oh, thanks. Now, oh, gee, fellas, this could go on forever. Well, that's better. Let's take a little rest, huh? But not for long. A ski aisle, and down they go again. And we'll tag along right with them. Hey, Fred. Hey, Friedl. Hey, we're almost at the end of the film. We have to say goodbye. Hey, fellas. White magic. I thought that would wear the boys down. So speaking for all of us up here in the mountains of Colorado, we'll look forward to seeing you this winter.